another video, and today in this video we're going to be reviewing my new camera. You feel me? We got my new camera right here. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. Pretty tough, right? Turn it around, rotate it. Yes sir. Now I already made some videos on this camera, not on my channel. I already made some videos in this camera, and basically I was supposed to have been uploaded, but unfortunately I had to get a USB reader right here for my SD card so I could upload it. I would have uploaded the same day when I got this, but yeah. And right here we have a Kodak camera, as you can see. Got a Kodak. It's one of their last high-end cameras, high-end digital cameras. Not their latest, but their last high-end digital camera from like a while ago or so. And right here we got German lens, I believe. German lens, and this is the zoom right here. Right here is the zoom. So you got this, could zoom out, and zoom in. Now what I like about this is right here you can actually look at the lens as it zooms, and just look at that. Look how cool that looks, and it gets tinier as you extract it. And I'm gonna show you guys the screen. Here's the screen right here. Got certain modes and stuff on top. There's like a little scroll wheel right here, and you can switch from HDR to smart capture to program to A mode, I don't know how to pronounce it, to shutter, to manual, and to, which one is this? Scene mode. Yeah, scene mode. And some other stuff. You got landscape, portrait, and some other crazy stuff on here. You got burst mode right here. Also the shutter button is right here. You click it or you hold on to it and it takes your pictures. You got some more stuff. You got timer and another thing right here where I guess you could change the mode, like the shutter speed and everything on here. And on the side, this is the record button. This right here is dial mode. You can use this to actually scroll. As you can see right there, it's changing on the screen. You have the on and off switch right here. You also have the OK button, the arrows, share button. Now if you have a Windows 8 Vista or 7, you can actually download the Kodak software and plug this into there and basically just do a whole lot on there. I got Windows 10, so. And right here is to pull up the videos. Right here's to delete. Here's another settings for like effects. This is flashlight. This is display. You can change the display, and it just does that. You can also go right here, and this is LCD and like viewfinder. LCD is the screen. That's common knowledge if you know tech. LCD is a screen. You got LCD and you got OLED. Those are two different things, but this screen is LCD, and right here is your viewfinder. So I'm gonna just click this, and when you look inside the viewfinder, you can see everything. Well, it's a little bit better for my eyes because I'm right here, but yeah, that's basically it for that. And I usually use viewfinder because, you know, LCD takes up battery, especially if you're in certain weather and stuff like that. If you're in certain weather, your battery's drained, and the LCD drained it because it's like a big old screen. It's just kind of measured, like kind of, you know, monitoring everything. And you have a little, this, you can hold it. And on top, you actually have a flashlight. So here's the flashlight. Got the flashlight right there. And I'm gonna actually show you guys something. I'm gonna switch it to, flashlight doesn't really work on HDR. I'm gonna switch it to A mode. Okay, click flashlight, put flash on, and it should turn on once I hit this. Now I don't know if you guys captured that, but I'm gonna do that again. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I didn't hold on long enough. Oh yeah, and there's a red what is that word called? It's like a red, it's a sensor on here, and it helps the camera and do certain things. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. How this does. And I hope you guys saw that. It flashed. Let's look at the picture right here. Bruh. Let's look at the picture right here. Come on, let's look at the picture right here. This is the picture. And another tip is, or another common fact, or fun fact, or whatever you want to call it. On-screen image is different from actual picture image. So actual picture image, I'm going to show you that guy. I'm going to show you guys that later on in the video, and you see a couple of pictures and videos. But yeah, and on here you actually have certain modes, like you have the shutter settings. Let me actually show this. This is kind of hard to look. Yeah, you have shutter settings, contrast. I can't really see this, but I'm just kind of predicting what's on here. What does it say? ISO, that's like brightness. This is filters. I usually keep mine on sunshade, open shade. I usually keep mine on open shade, or when I'm in like a dark place, or like a place that has like a strong orange light, I usually turn this on right here. When I'm in a dark or really orange place, I usually turn on tungsten right here, and it makes everything bluer. Let me show you guys. Makes everything, it's like it turns into like a blue light, like a bluish light, or like some type of moonlight. But I usually keep mine on open shade because I usually be outside. Now downstairs in my house, everything's kind of like orange, so I put open shade on for that. There's some other crazy modes. You can select if you actually switch it to one of these like painting modes, or these right here, you actually will have this come up. You will have this come up, and basically this is creative modes, and there's many of these. There's like 3, or there's like more, and you could basically just change them. And these are like presets. So you have dramatic, long exposure, intelligence, and photo booth, and automatic. You also have portrait on here. If you switch to a different mode, I believe if I turn this right here or right here, one of these comes up. So you have scene mode right here, and you have another like full set of options. You have night landscape. I think that's what it says. Stage, fireworks, panorama, and flower. So you have all these. And yeah, also to mention, the mic is actually between right here, so it's like beside the flashlight, like kind of under beside the flashlight. And another thing is, some of these flashlights actually take AA. So this is kind of my layout right here. I'll show you guys. You gotta kind of pull this right here, and then slide it, open it, and inside you need 4 AA's. Now this battery, this camera right here takes up a lot of energy, so you will need rechargeable batteries. And in this layout right here, you have like 1, 2 that are facing up, and these 2 that are facing down, and it actually tells you like the little pattern that you need to do. And so you take them out, and the batteries that I use, these were some Walmart batteries that I just kind of brought quickly because I was just going to Walmart to get something else anyway. These are Rayovac rechargeable batteries. I would suggest you getting rechargeable batteries that you can recharge and actually get like a good charger, like a good camera charger. I'm going to show you mines. Hold up, let me go grab mines. Right here is my rechargeable battery. I mean, not my rechargeable my charger for the batteries. And these are actually temporary. These are temporary. I won't be having these for so long. I will have them for a little while. I will upgrade this to a Panasonic battery charger, a really good one, an expensive one. These 4 batteries, I will be replacing these. These are actually with Energizer too. I just realized that. My first batteries I actually testing here was Energizer, but they drained really well. And these also drain really well, but you have more of a chance of actually having the camera last longer, especially because these are rechargeable batteries. These go up to 200%, and that's not really good nowadays for certain cameras, and especially because this camera drains a lot. But these are temporary, like I said. And the batteries I will be getting soon are actually also Panasonic batteries. I think Panasonic batteries, Loops, something like that. Those are really good batteries. They are really expensive. I'm gonna get the pro versions. I'm gonna get like 8 of them. That'll be like $60 or $70 or something up there. I'm gonna try to get more too. And so yeah, and another thing I said that for is because I'm gonna try to buy a Nikon camera and a Sony camera, but I'm gonna try to buy the Sony camera first and try to get a Canon Canon. I call it Canon Canon. That doesn't matter. I'm gonna try to get that with a lens hood and like a little flashlight on top. But my next target is kind of like the Sony camera. So I'll be showing you guys the Sony camera. It will have more megapixels than this camera. It will have more FPS, frames per second, than this camera. It should be a little bit better, but this camera is actually really good, especially for today. And the SD card that I use for it, again, you have to slide it open, and right here you actually have the SD card spot right here. In order to take it out, boom, click on it, it'll pop right up. And in order to put it back right in, just slide it in there, facing like right here, slide it in there, put this in here, and just click it, and right there. And you might want to format the card inside the camera. And my SD card that I got is a SDHC Class 10 U1 by On. I was going to get a SanDisk Extreme Plus, but I wasn't really sure. I might try to work on that in the future. I'm not really sure if I should get it for this camera specifically. This is 32 gigabytes, 100 gigabytes, 7-hour HD video. Yup. And yeah, this is pretty good. I like this. Another thing I forgot to mention is that you have a tripod mount at the bottom, and on the side, I'd say to right here, you have a cap right here. You could kind of pull it off. It's not really like a cap, but you could just kind of pull it. It's like a little rubber cap. And right here, you have a HDMI port, a HDMI cable port, and a USB cable port. Now, I wouldn't really suggest using the USB in this camera to your PC to transfer photos if you have Windows 10 and up. I would not suggest it. Now if you have Windows 8 and Vista and XP or 7, then I would suggest you doing that if you want. But I would suggest you getting yourself one of these right here. This is a USB reader. It transfers files way faster depending on what type of USB reader you get. Mine goes really fast. It actually transferred 300 videos and photos in like a couple minutes, which wasn't even 40 or 30 minutes nor 20 minutes. It was under that. And basically you have a micro SD card slot right here, and a actual SD, like a normal SD card slot right here. And that's kind of funny because I have a micro SD and the actual SD. If you guys paid attention to my channel, I actually had a micro SD with this camera right here, which is an unbranded camera, but they just call it Better Life DC403. And I pretty much did some vlogs with this if you paid attention. And I'll be showing you guys the difference between this and this. Now, the size comparison between this and this is really actually crazy. Like, look at this. This camera size isn't even as much as this is only like a little bit. This part right here is just a little bit. Like, if you put these close up. And another thing is, this isn't actual like real lens. This is digital lens, which they try to make it seem so surprising because they have like the inside in this big part right here. The whole time this is just glass inside of that glass, and then yeah, it's just a digital camera. And inside of here you have optical lens, which it pretty much like these are actual like parts inside of the camera that actually zoom once you do this, and it gets bigger. And overall, just actual, like, these are actual lenses. These lenses on here is pretty expensive. I think they go from like $50 to $150 or something like that. And on here you have another LCD screen, but this LCD screen isn't really as good as this one right here. And these cameras, they go for about $20 to up to $30 or $40. And this one right here is 44 megapixels. Some of them come in 4K videos, which the videos that are 4K doesn't even run at 60 FPS nor 30 FPS. They run at freaking like 5 FPS or 7 FPS. But if you lower it to like 1080p or 720p, it runs at maybe like 30, probably like 30. And this is the flashlight right here for it. Now I'm gonna show you guys the difference from this one and this one. So the difference is, let's start this up. Let's look at the home button, the power button. You got welcome. Oh shoot, I had the screen upside down. I think I had the screen upside down. Oh, I know I didn't have the screen upside down. Yeah, you had a welcome right there. And let's actually start this up right here, and I'll show you guys the startup for this one. So here's the startup for this one. Oh, did I put the batteries in? Oh, there you go. I didn't press it good enough. So right here you got processing. The reason why it processes is because the camera loads up and it tries to look through the cards sometimes, or it just load up and processes, because it just does that sometimes. And right here it's just nothing. Like, there's no welcome screen, which is, see, a welcome screen that would take a little bit long. And let's actually compare the power off. So the power off for this one, you just press the power button and again, and there's another welcome. Now the power off for this one, well, was that a welcome or a goodbye? You got a goodbye, not a welcome. Yeah, you got a goodbye, now a welcome. I think I saw that welcome thing too many times because I just loaded up that camera so many times to the point where I just thought it was welcome again. But right here, I'm gonna show you guys the power off. Got the Kodak sign right there. The lens extract back inside the camera. Now and again, this camera has a lot of buttons, but this one right here doesn't. And of course, the unboxing video, you might see a lot of a lot of clips of this inside the unboxing video from my channel. Right here is the shutter button, power button, okay, arrows, delete, timer, burst, light, and zooms are right here, which the zooms aren't really that good. They go like this. Now the camera for this, the zoom for this camera right here, it goes like this. That's how it works. And so this takes one USB right here, and right here, this is where the SD card and battery is. Now this battery is like one of them small little China batteries, and the SD card is a micro SD. And I think it's a SanDisk micro SD. I forgot how to close this old thing. Okay, there we go. And yeah, but let me stop yapping and get to the actual part of the video. So within this part of the video, I actually tested out the camera. As you can see, I took a picture. I didn't really know the settings too well, so I was just kind of getting used to it a little bit more. So yeah. This was probably the first recording I did on this camera at Front Rock. Now I'm gonna keep it a bean. This was actually really good and high quality. Now I don't actually remember what setting this was, but I just used it for the recording and picture. Now please be aware that I might have accidentally set the image quality too sharp, so yeah. I like how the camera actually did its part for this lighting, so yeah. Now this is actually really funny because look how sharp this image is. I mean, it looks nice still. No, I think this image is personally cool. I just don't like sharpness too much because of outlining. Now, this is when I was actually leaving the place. You can actually see the difference. I actually changed in the camera. I don't know what setting I changed to this again. I think it was A mode or program mode. I don't remember. But yeah, these are the settings for this. It wasn't as sharp as you saw earlier. This is like more fluffy-ish. But the zoom is actually really good. I could have zoomed in a little bit more for this photo, but I just found it as no point of doing so. But yeah. Now, within the next couple of minutes of this video, you will be seeing me returning back to the Fern Rock station, the regional rail section. And this day was actually the day where I actually started experiencing more and actually learning how to do certain things. I think I used viewfinder a little bit more, and I changed up the filters and like certain modes, and you just see it. So I actually, oh my goodness, I don't know what is it actually, come on bruh. So I actually just started playing around with the modes. As you can see, this isn't as sharp as the first couple of pictures, and just kind of went further. Now fast forward to day 3, I'll be having more experience in the next couple of clips after these pictures, and I think I'd be using viewfinder a little bit more than, you know, right now. And so right here in this part of the video, or this section of the video, you can actually see I was just kind of playing around with the modes and just experiencing different modes and kind of like different lighting, scenery lightings. And overall, I think this is pretty great. To be honest, I think sunshade was one of my best lightings, but smart capture kind of took over sometimes and kind of tracked the brightness and just kind of lowered the ISO whenever it needed to. Sometimes I use smart capture, but you know, it doesn't really matter. You can manually set your ISO and all of that other stuff. Like, chat, look at the lighting in this, bruh. Shout out to smart capture. Like, look how good this lighting is. I could really post this sooner or later, dog. This is actually insane. To be honest, at this rate, man, I just keep coming back up there to the station for, like, as days go on. I just kept using viewfinder, kept switching modes, kept experimenting, kept just kind of learning, you know what I mean? And this is kind of the art. Like, look at these pictures, dude. Like, these are different modes. This is the art of, like, photography, man. Like, you really, like, this is levels to this, bro. Like, you really learn this. Look how I started off the video, and look how I actually came up to this. Look at that. Look at that nice ACS. That's sharp. Come on, dude. That's sharp. Look at that. Got the zoom, clean zoom. Got the clean lighting. All that, man. Like, I could really just post these, and, you know, got a pen central silver liner, all that. Just, you know, absolutely perfect, everything. And another thing I will say is, this is 100% better than a DC 403. 100%. Actually, way over his level. It's just, yeah. And here's a bonus picture of my cat taken by the camera. Alright, if you guys like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Check out my other social media platforms in my bio. And I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, peace.